Hello everyone, welcome back to what might be a little bit of a shorter session, so this might just be a single video session. Off camera, because you might notice I'm wearing a couple of bits of new armour, new legs, which are not duck feet, and gauntlets. I've been exploring off camera because I knew there was stuff I missed in the palace, the Golden Palace, or whatever it's called. So I've just been like wandering around. It's a very large place, and I missed a lot of stuff. So I found the armour I'm wearing. I have like all of it, but this is as much as I can wear without being fat roll. I also found this, which is what I've been using instead of katanas for a little bit. I quite like it. Let's quickly teleport to there so I can show you what it does and where I got it. Let's see. I also killed a couple of bosses I ignored earlier. I went back and killed the Falling Star Beast just before Volcano Manor, just because I wanted to test this weapon more than anything else. The dumb tree snake in the dungeon after Rodan, killed that too. Got a couple of levels because I needed a couple of levels of strength to use this weapon, and I'm still putting levels into Arcane. The plan is still to use katanas, but I need an alternative for when bleed and katanas don't cut it. So this is physical lightning and does piercing instead, and this is its special. So it's pretty damn cool, and if you use the mimic tier it does that as well, so it makes it doubly effective. Yes, I have thick I can't say that. Thick thighs. There we go. Thick thighs. Was that pun intended? I didn't catch myself saying a pun. I wonder how much super armor it has, because he's going to hit. I mean, that doesn't do too much damage to them, but they probably have high lightning resistance because they all do lightning. That right there is why Faith sucks in the game. Oh my god, he got me right through the brain. Luckily that's not where I keep my thinky bits. Now I also noticed when I was just going around my map, back in the first area, it had the name of the triangle head guy that I killed. Because he was possessed by grapes. Like it still said he was there, so I was like, what the hell's up with that? I killed him. So I went there and his katana was on the ground. Because obviously he wasn't there anymore, it was just the last place I saw him. So I've been upgrading that as well. I think it's this game's version of the washing pole because it's an exceptionally long katana. So my goal is to use that with that once I can use that. So that's going to be 4 levels of Arcane. I can use it right now if I use whatchamacallit, Runark. But I don't want to because that will give us some time with the spear. Spears aren't usually my thing, I don't really like the moveset. But it's something different, and because I've went and cleared all those little things, that means we can just focus on progress. And last session we ended off by killing that giant, and where's the circle I got to? Is it there? I thought I rested at a bonfire up at it. Or did I not go up and I just saw it from a distance? I didn't do much looking around in the snow bit because, again, prior to me finding this, my katanas and bleed build did not do well up here. So I didn't really want to spend a lot of time up here because it's frustrating. Oh, actually, yeah, that's the other thing we noticed when we ended the last session. I had the option to talk to the lady.
Think not of the kindling. I shall see to that. All I ask
I thought
of
you were the kindling.
Is to make the journey to the snowy mountain tops of the giants.
That's right where I am. I'm right here this second.
I know. I'm asking you to commit a cardinal sin, but it must be done to reach the path beyond. And that is the path I wish to travel.
I'm doing stuff you haven't seen? Yeah, I thought that was progress, but I think that was just lore dump. There's probably still a lot of stuff I've missed in this area, but as I say, I don't like most of it. There's too many things that resist my build. I think walking along this might be... Oh! Torrent just walking off the edge there. Yeah, I think walking this might be the safer option. Any second the snow could just give way. Oop. Damn near pushed. Look, it's trying to push me off as I go. Behold dog, therefore dog. Forge of the Giants. Is that a living thing down there? No, I don't think so. It looks like burnt kindling, if I had to guess. Is it snow or ash? In this, it's snow. This ain't Star Wars or Dark Souls 2. Was it Dark Souls 2 that had the ash area? Yeah, it was, because that's the Fume Night one, isn't it? I'm misremembering, clearly. I'm not entirely sure what I'm supposed to be doing here. Have I been to that church? Yes. Yes, I have. Oh yeah, there we go. Maybe I poked my nose up here and saw it at a distance and then thought better of it. Wait, Demon Souls has a bit like that? I don't remember. I mean, what am I supposed to be doing up here? Did I talk to her up here specifically?
I have long observed the
And
lands
this sounds like
between.
just generic rambling.
This world is in dire need of repair and death. Indiscriminate. Are you prepared to commit a cardinal sin?
You just talked to me about that. Oh. Is this a point of no return? Is that what this is? Point of no return, kinda. Sort of. Shit. Okay, I'm gonna need a bit more information to base my actions then. Can I still teleport around the map and explore and kill stuff, or am I locked into, like, some quest lines and NPCs will be gone? Okay. So if I want to do a kind of spoilery tell me where NPCs are, I would have to do it now before this decision then, is that right? If I want to do them all, that is. It's like moving time forwards in Bloodborne. That'd be a good example. Because I do want to follow NPC questlines, it's just I don't know where any of the buggers are. Like Blood and the Grape Lady and, well, Triangle Headed Man's gone. Alexander, the Goldmask. So can I get confirmation I should go do that stuff now before saying yes to this? Because I had planned to do that stuff at the, like, when I have the choice to go to New Game Plus. Assuming that's in this. You have to look up some of what goes away. Valinar will know, I'm waiting on his answer. You know, for now I'm going to say wait, either way.
When you are fully prepared.
The only ones that break permanently are Dung Eater and Bok the Tailor. Well, I do want to find Dung Eater, that's partially why I was searching the city as well, but I couldn't find any sewer entrance. Isn't Bok the Tailor, last I saw him, he was in the capital as well, wasn't he? Hermit, I could have sworn. Oh, yeah, there he is. New Game Plus is in this. But do you get thrown into it, or do you get a choice? That's the other important part. You can choose. Goldmask would also break. Okay, well, we're going to have to spoiler these up a little bit, I presume, so, well, give me a second. I could have sworn I talked to him here already.
Your service, master. Ready to make adjustments to your garments.
He doesn't have any new option.
Going so soon? Please do be safe on your journeys.
Is something else supposed to happen? Have I made any boss gear? I've made boss weapons. I have a Margot's sword or whatever. Because I considered using that as well. I think I went past it, but I have made it. Yeah, there. The Briar is the boss. Oh yeah, I'm wearing. Yeah, I forgot the Punished Pumpkin armor set. That's boss armor. What is supposed to be happening that isn't happening? Ultra Bow chest armor specifically. I think this is Ultra Bow, isn't it?
Mohg the seamstress.
Maybe I have to make him change it. Yep, there you go. It could be changed. Do I have to change it because the stats go down? Well, I guess I could change it back. Oh, that gear's customizable? That takes off the cape. Huh. It has to be demigods? I don't think I have... Well, that's back at the round table. Whose souls do I still have? Because I used most of them. Does he have armor? No, he doesn't have armor because I copied his soul because I found one of the things I hadn't used. If you buy Rodan's armor... Oh, you don't need souls. You just need... Well, you don't need the big souls, you just need cash. I think I've expended my supply. So that means we're going to have to kill a few things then. Okay, I can do that. How much is Rodan's chest piece if you know offhand? It's like 8k. Hello Kingsman. Oh, I actually know a very fast way to farm that up. Is it this? Once I find the right bonfire, I can do that very quickly. Well, quickly-ish. I'm sure there's quicker areas, but this is easy. This is not the one I mean. Which one is it? Sanctuary? Nope, not that one. Lower? That's the one. So Goldface, the Sunflower Man, I've got him and his friend up on the cliff. What do I do with that? If you just come out here and then like hit him twice, he dies for 1500 souls. It's 12k. Okay, that's slightly more tedious, but that'll give us a chance to talk about the other NPCs. Plus we get to see this cool skill a bit more. Because I can only do it 3 times without resting. The dungeon after Rodan, you'd have to fight. They don't kill each other anymore. Have they discovered the secret in the capital for Goldmask? Okay. Where do I go to find the secret of Goldmask in the capital? And I know that's a hard question because it's a maze, but... Because I thought I was pretty thorough with my searching off camera on my day off. Anytime he's farming a shiny, that'll just be enough on its own, I think. It's a statue that has a death. Oh, I saw it! It said something about shadows revealing and I didn't know what to do. You need a specific spell. What is the spell? Which needs 20 to 25 int and faith? Okay, that's going to be a problem. How much did you say it was? 12k? 12k. Law of Regression, that's the spell. I don't even know if I have that spell. Is that one he sells? One more, and then I'll go buy the armor. Some prayer books I've given to the guy, most of them I've given to the Turtle Pope. Oh, there was one area I don't think I fully checked because it had one of those dog things at it. Is the way into the well over there? Because I grabbed the items over there, but I thought it was just a death drop, so I didn't explore further. No. Oh, hang on. What's my stats regarding faith and int? Yeah, even with the boost from whatchamacallit, that's not going to be enough. 20 to 25 faith. Yeah, I ain't doing that. So we're not doing Goldmask then. The alternative question is, what happens if I go kill Goldmask in front of the guy? Way down to the sewers is a little stereotypical well with a ladder down. It's below the big dead dragon. I thought I'd walked all around that. No, hang on. There. Rodan's lion armor. Okay.
Now go forth, little.
Murder? Are you telling me to murder Goldface or something else? And which part of the dead dragon? Because the dead dragon is pretty large. Do I need to wear Rodan's or is buying it good enough? Nearest site is the avenue balcony. Okay, I'll have a look after this then.
Bok the scene ready to make a Master, my apologies. Your wardrobe includes the garb of the old demigods, and I'm afraid I can't make adjustments to them.
Oh, really? But don't I have the
Mum
gold thread
told
that
me
probably
once
lets you do that?
That a royal seamster would do them up in a jiffy. Just wait, Master. Before long, I'll be that good too.
Ah, yeah, that's what that was for. I don't even remember where I got that. That was ages ago.
Undeserving self. Thank you kindly. But what on earth could it? Oh, what amazing! I've never seen a golden needle. Not in all my life. With a spectacular royal crest to boot.
How would a spectacular royal crest fit on a tiny gold needle?
I can hardly believe it. Have faith in me, Master. I'll polish my craft enough that I deserve this golden gift. I'll be the golden seamster, Bok. Now I'll be able to sew anything. Even the threads of the demigods.
So you can take capes off of the god gear now and whatnot? Oh. Have you ever... I hate that these are worded in things he's asking me.
Do you think that Mum would be pleased if she knew that I'm as good as any royal seamster now? Oh, it's still not enough. I need to learn how to sew from scratch like her. Master, have you ever wished you might be born again?
Like a Christian?
Well, they say that Renalo
Oh.
of Rea Lucaria has the power to help people be reborn. Oh,
Okay.
me? Reborn?
I never said that.
Oh, look at me. When you're this ugly, well, being reborn...
Wow, you're very rude to
I'll
yourself.
make
When
a
I met you,
difference,
you
I'm
were a
afraid.
tree. I have a favourite to ask.
Master, may I ask you something? Would you mind if I called you Lord? I heard that you and the other Tarnished seek the throne of the Elden Lord. Well, I know that you will be the one. And you
Is Lord
will
that
be
different from
just
Master?
the manner of kind-hearted Lord that I'd wish for. So please, if you would, allow me to call you Lord.
Sure. You may, yes.
You don't say.
I don't think that's worse or better than Master, honestly.
Thank you.
My lord, tips hat.
My lord. My lord.
My lord.
Please become Elden Lord. And please let
I guess that is more
Bok
fitting if the goal of the game is to be a
remain at
lord.
your side.
I presume I... Oh, he gave me a thingy. I presume I give him the larval here? Well is not yes or no. There's something else you could do instead. What are the two options? Don't say kill him. The "you are beautiful" thingy. If you give him the tier he doesn't have a good time, I will call him beautiful then.
Already, my lord. Please do be safe on your journeys.
You're beautiful.
Even sounds like him. Do I have to do it a few times?
You're beautiful.
Like, I'm pretty sure that's his voice.
You're beautiful.
Bok the seam's ready to make a... Did I just hear my mum say...
That was your mother?
Thank you very much. Mum was always the only one who said I was beautiful. And now, my dear Lord, let me hear her voice.
Wait, does that mean I'm carrying around her skull?
Please, if I may dream just once, do you feel the same way my mum did, my lord? Do you think I'm beautiful?
Hey, so did B.
despite
Arthur. Women are
these
allowed to have
looks?
deep voices. That's right. I think we're dating now.
My dear Lord. I,
Romance arc.
Bok the seamster, am
Yeah, if this was Dragon's
forever
Dogma, it
in
wouldn't
service.
end well for
May
poor
the
Bok.
throne of Elden Lord be yours. You're going already, my lord. Please.
Is that the... Didn't even get an achievement.
You're beautiful.
If this is the skull of your mother, I mean, you can be beautiful, Bok, but she wasn't.
You're beautiful.
That's his end. Alright, well. I guess we finished the storyline. Okay, hang on. You said something balcony was the closest avenue balcony. Oh, wait, this is the one that's like in the middle of 4 different paths. That's no good. This is the one I did all my exploring from, I think. Yeah, where I started the stream. Alright, well. Left, down to the next archer at the end. Don't you mean right? If you mean down? Turn left, right out the door. Leading down. Wait, leading down? That is down. Turn left, right out the door, leading down, jump down to a courtyard. Hang on, do I have anything to lose? No, okay. You mean down here? If you mean the other side, there's a worm monster there I haven't killed yet, because I couldn't be arsed and it's not a boss. Alright, where from here? Because I feel like I've searched this part of the sewer. Up the ladder there. That takes me to the bonfire I was just killing to do that. I'm gonna kill him again for fun. It's one area over. Oh, you mean over there? Damn it, I was over there at one point as well, and I knew there was stuff, but I didn't realise I couldn't get back. So, how'd I get there? Because I'm pretty sure down there is the sewer section I searched. Jump up on the roof. Okay, I'm beginning to understand that these directions are a little bit more difficult when there's a lot of 3D space to explore. Instead of down, go back to the Grace. Okay, I can work with that. Incidentally, this is where Fia the Death Bed Companion stuff was. And the stuff I'm wearing armor-wise on the feet. Okay, from here. Perfect, there's the Grace at my back. I know where I am. Where do I go from here? Dead ahead, up and over that rubble, assuming I can do it. Go to the oh right, but instead of jumping down into here, you land on the roof. That's what you're meaning. Okay. There is many roofs, but I guess we can just try a couple of times. We'll get it eventually. Yes, I say roofs, not roofs. So jump onto roof. I am on roof. I see a bug I ignored. I'm under dragon. I don't know if I searched this area. Oh, I didn't, because there's an item. In there you think is the well? Good, okay. There's a door I missed. Okay, it's over there somewhere, but I just want to check in here because I think I missed this. Yeah, there's a milkman here guarding 3 pickled turtlenecks. Ooh. Wish I'd known that was there before I equipped some other stuff. Okay, there's many dark corners, but I see this one has an item. I hear footsteps behind me. Or somewhere. Oh yeah, I don't think I was ever in a sewer section with those guys. So is it dropped down there or is it somewhere else? Where the milkmen came from. I don't really know where they appeared from, but... Oh, okay, over here. Ah, there we go. God damn it, I was so close to finding it on my own as well. But I forgot I hadn't fully checked this area when I dropped down over to that Grace over there and found a bunch of stuff I wanted to explore. Armor-wise, I mean. And is that a shortcut, or is that what he gave me the key for? That's the sewer. Okay, well hang on, I want to check here first. Okay. I think I remember seeing that. Now, you have accidentally spoiled something for me. And I don't think you've realised you've spoiled it, and it is totally innocent, but it's just because I noticed things. Every NPC you've told me has their quest end at the point I make this decision is in the capital. Ergo, something happens to the capital. Visions of Dark Souls. Ban them, you're included! I don't know why I'm being cautious. I feel like I am over leveled, but if I mean, you're gankable at any level, I guess. But this really is like Dark Souls 2. Dark Souls 1, sorry. The catacombs. Let me just bung on some knives. They don't go wrong. You didn't tell me any of that. I inferred it by the things I'm being told. It's the one thing everything you told me isn't possible after I make the decision has in common. They're all in the capital. It can't be a coincidence. But as I say, you couldn't have known. It's my fault for noticing stupid things like that. A rune arc from a... Oh, it's the equivalent of them dropping humanities, of course. It's sort of a reference. Yeah, it's a reference to them dropping humanities. Subterraneous shunning grounds. What the hell are you? Have I seen this enemy type? I'm trying to get... Is that like a half Godric? He's got a big axe. Hang on, I need to see what you are. Oh, you're one of those fat things, except you're really tough. Damn. I've got to know. Dodge this. He did not. Well, I guess we're fighting. I don't remember them doing that. Warp axe. This just looks broken, honestly. I used up all my MP. What's that hiding in the corner there? Something with a gigantic sword. That could actually be a boss one of them. Oh Christ, there's two of them? I dislike this enemy type. I guess I could fire poison arrows and lure. Actually, it is just another one of them. The ones with swords do have long swords. Ladies. Oh, they've got the same AI the dogs do. They dodge. Oh no, they don't dodge on every shot. Just every one they see coming. Yes, I shall not be engaging with you. They don't do that much damage, I just don't like them. Oh! Probably would have been bad if that hit me. I do not fear you, little man. I got my checkpoint. So now I can just run around and explore. Okay, while they're there, he's got that warped axe as well. Blood-soaked mask and manchets. There's a drop there as well. There's a lot of drops. I guess it is a secret. I mean, I was going to go down there anyway, but... Oh shit, you followed. That's not part of the plan. Hello, ratties. Ugh. Oh, hang on, you're going to do that. Yeah. Anything already. Well, that goes on quite a while, huh? Is this just the ladder I saw? I don't think it is. No, it's not. Oh, this is that big room. And it's filled with hands. Oh. Hands. Oh, okay, just took a second. Ah, they're all AI together. Do you think the reason they don't give every enemy a stamina bar is because it would be too exploitable? I just realised it was a hand as I grabbed it. It would be too exploitable. Because you could just bait out attacks over and over. Oh, it's Dungier. Sorry, that's not normally how people say hello, but I don't like you. Oh hey, you have a lot of poise. I'd say that's definitely going to have a lot of poise because it's an animation. Oh! He's basically Typhus, who is a Nurgle character. Typhus has the destroyer hive that lives inside him, and it basically does what he's doing there. It's that combo. And if he didn't have poise, he'd be nothing. Even with poise, he wasn't that bad. Ew. Ew. Wait, hang on. Yeah, that's the sunlight medal. Sword of Milos. Wait, I appear to be on fire? It went away. I got better. Does it have more poise than Onion Wannabe? Holy shit, it does. Oh, a big attack. It's also heavier though. It also looks worse. The boots are... no, actually no they're not, never mind. They're not enough better, I think. And it doesn't... like if it was green, I'd be all over it because you'd look nurgly. As it is though, it's kind of like, eh. There is more to do down here though, because there was a few other ways I could have gone. And if he's lost aggro, I'm willing to just... Underground roadside, I presume that's the bonfire I was just at. Might as well... Oh, how many souls was he worth? I didn't even check. I was kind of expecting like a proper boss, but he was in a literal jail. He wasn't in like one of the Ever prisons. He's just like a dude. Yeah, there must be a boss, because there's a boss in there. Because there's a summoning statue at it. It's going to be another bloody tree snake, isn't it? It always is. What are you? I don't know what you are. I see. Oh, you have gargoyle chums, so you're a gargoyle. You just look a little weird. Freezing grease. Come say hello. I want to know what you are. I think they are just normal gargoyles, but that one that's walking looks a bit different. Yeah, they do look a little odd. Their face mask is different. Oh, I was not expecting him to make that jump. And then he's going to make a little hop. And fall to his death. Right? Yeah. So because I ain't getting my Ancient Faith to the required amounts to do the Goldmask quest, is there any benefit to me murdering him other than it maybe being a little funny? And like breaking the other NPC's heart. I think you can go down there. Yeah, I would say you definitely can. I can hear stuff mushing around. Kill who? Goldmask. You get his bikini? That's damn tempting. Oh, lag. That was what it was. It was spawning you. I love that upward swing it does from crouch. It can catch flying enemies if they don't have poise. Oh, yeah, there's a thing down there. And an item. Hello Daniel, no, I'm still a pumpkin. I'm using a very weak weapon. You little shit. Uh-oh, I knew that was going to happen as well. As soon as I start... Oh wait, quick, look around. Was that a boss I saw? No, it's a shramp. 2 shramp. Have I met God Dog yet? I don't know what that is. I should probably go back... Well, is there anything where Dung Eater was in the round table hole, or is... Whoops. Oh, he means Turtle Pulp. Yes, I have. Many times. I like his voice. He sounds very pleasant to listen to. I'm just using something a bit different, but, well, it was meant for the ice area, but I think I'm actually done with the ice area. Because bleed does not cut it. And neither does slashing. I was just going to run through this, but they would gank me off the edge if I did that. No, he had an item! Ow. He's probably programmed to... That's not a throwing knife. I thought you were off the edge. I thought you were off the edge again, honestly. I accidentally just said hello. Hang on. Get these in case I fall. Why is it not on my Estus? I pressed down there. For goodness sake. And by pressed I mean held. Means they're not damaging. But they are potentially pushable. Okay, so I still need to get that. It lags a lot up here. That one looks different as well, fly-wise, or wing-wise, sorry, they look like fly wings. I'm honestly surprised I didn't one-shot him, but it's a great sword type, so that makes sense, they have more health. Just wait and see if there's any more, like, 14 layered ambushes. What in the pipe mania is this area? It's a sewer. This is the sewage thingies for the castle. Wait, has he got porcupine back? No, I think it was just weird lighting. You want to have a throwing knife fight? Let's just have a throwing knife fight. I win. Okay, can I get up there from here? No, you have to go this way. Oh, he lived. I think oh no, they died. Okay. I was going to say I've made the down bit much more dangerous now, but not really. Something's aggroed because my health bar appeared. Or no? I didn't kill this one, did I? So this one should still be here. No, I guess aggroed. Yoop. Wait, it's an enemy. No, it's not, it's a barrel. It looks so much like an inactive gargoyle. There's a lot more to this area in general than I was expecting. Oh, yeah, this is the room I saw before. So that item is a lure, but I want that switch because it's a shortcut. I'm going to assume he aggroes as soon as you enter the room, so I'm not going to try and be quiet. Oh, or not. If this is the shortcut, where the hell was I supposed to go? Also, he looks a little wormy. Ironically titled spell that. Nothing over there. I guess you're supposed to drop down to a pipe, maybe? That looks doable. $25,000 souls isn't real. Why does this area stutter so bad? I dropped onto there. Yeah, whatever, I'll try it. I didn't think there was any doubt that I would live that, it's just like, where do you go next? Also, I think that thing is following me. Hello, EVP. What's your new toy? It's a smaller version of the spear that either the dragon was wielding or was killed by in the big city. I found it on its nose. I'm gonna have to use one of those rainbow stones because I'm not convinced this is survivable. It is not survivable. Ergo, I must go back to bonfire because I don't see anything else to fall onto. But then that leaves the question, where the hell was I supposed to go? Wait, what? Did you survive that fall? I was at the lowest point. I thought I was, anyway. Hang on. Maybe I was... Oh, okay, let's try there. What the... I guess I just wasn't quite low enough. Ow. Okay, I'm glad you made me double check. You seem like you've aggroed already. And Shramp have a really irritating attack I know from my other character where they spit like ink at you if you run away from them. Like a goddamn sniper bullet. See how strong they are, because he's going to aggro either way. Yeah, I mean it did good damage, but they have a lot of health. Operation... yeah, that's the attack I'm talking about. Operation Loot the Joint. I don't know why it took 20 years to recover from that attack, but it did. I need to keep on looking at it to know if I'm to dodge, but it's basically instant. It's faster than Rodan's arrows. Just want to look real quick, thank you. Wait, one of them's much more wounded than it was a second ago. Are they hurting each other? I thought he was backing up to shoot. I guess I was wrong. Hello. I just tried to do an attack that didn't work. Worth. Kinda was, actually. I'm expecting a third one. 2 is too lenient. What's that? Mohg's shackle? Oh, one killed the other. Now we're into what looks like a traditional side mission. But the doors for the boss looked like it was up the top. Is that a key item I got? What was that called? Mohg something? That's a consumable. Briefly binds Mohg once imprisoned to Earth. Oh, it's similar to that thing Patches sells for Margit. Okay, okay. Well, that makes sense, because Margit was Omen, whatever. Hello, Blood Monk. No, this has a separate boss. So I presume I've missed something in the sewer that would open up what looked like a boss up there then, because this seems to be something different. I don't know what enemy type did that. Zombies? Puking zombies? Are you hyper aggressive or super slow? You look like you're super slow, but there's a lot of you. I have no qualms with you zombos. I would like to know who puked. I just also wanted to test how much HP they've got. Oh, that's the tolerant average. They're more dangerous. Assuming it's the same as the academy. Oh, that's where they keep the fire. What's protecting these two to make it seem like it's safe? Probably you. I mean you no harm, but you're in the way and there's loot. You all do the same shitty grab. You've been watching the series on YouTube, my character is so much different. I'm already a pumpkin on there, aren't I? I got this pretty early on. Beyond that, it's not too much different. I haven't found a good scythe. Also, I'm mostly using katanas. It's just, this is like new to this session. That fire's not wounding that zombie. Oh, some fire is just like their default. Oh yeah, it's the suicide one. Okay. Explode. My off-camera Faith character used a scythe for a little while, and then I changed to a weapon choice I regret. I should have just stuck with the scythe, but I wanted to do something a bit different. Yeah, the winged one, that's what I was using. Whoops, ignore that. I forgot I don't have a katana in this hand now, so it's just on magic by default. I am still using the punchy faith things, but I mentioned this during Isaac, I don't know if you were there for that. The repetition of the bosses on this stream character has set in, so I've had no like drive to play my off-screen faith character. Plus I haven't been really enjoying the faith build because faith feels not very good against bosses. Not for lack of damage, just to be clear, it does a shit ton of damage. And the dragon spells, I guess I shouldn't say faith, I'm mostly using dragon spells. That's what I'm talking about. But they take too long to cast, you don't have enough super armor, if any at all. Every boss will just face tank it and basically one-shot you while you're mid-cast. Making it useless in most situations. And it's too MP heavy to use it on normal enemies. Yeah, I've been doing the same, and the summons in general are just very handy, but my faith character has definitely been relying on them. Oh no, I don't do a downward slash, so I can't hit it. There we go. Not another fucking one of these. I hate these things. How many other enemies are in the room? 12? 15? I see you've aggroed. What if I knock you over? Run, 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 run. You are covered in bits. Crucible Scale Talisman. I believe we're up to here, but I just want to make sure he's not following. How close am I to the end of the game? Valinar estimated that I was 15% away, and I think we have a sort of point of no return, which is why I'm doing side stuff I missed, which apparently becomes unavailable once I make the choice that I'm given. Scale something talisman is what it was called, I've forgotten already. Sorry, I heard something walking around there, I was just double checking he hadn't dropped. What was that talisman called? Oh, there it is. Reduces damage from crits. I mean, that's pretty good. You've changed your build like 6 times. I mean, better that than restarting, I suppose. Oh, for the love of... Come here. They are fast, that's what I always forget about those things. But because they're Sekiro enemies, they have speed built in. Oh, that's not where I was before, because I don't think I was in the middle of the room. Hack Zombo. I noticed what instantly. So there was a flower in the middle of the room. Although if this isn't the way I've been, how come this is empty? You are dead, right? That room was different. The fire thing is still down. It's only something changed down here then. Which means the zombies are in the way. Don't pull your chest open, it's disgusting. Oh, I thought you were dead. Yoink. Toxic mushroom. Oh. But I didn't open the... I didn't pull any switches, did I? Or did I? No, I didn't. So... Is it like the first boss door I saw a fake one? Because there isn't a bonfire up here, so this isn't back where it was. This appears to be different. Why is there... like there's no fog wall, I can just see there's a dude. Probably two, if I had to guess. Yep. I don't think it's a boss room, because it's... you actually just straight up have a backflip, huh? I can't summon the Mimic tier either. Which is my go-to now instead of the Franks, purely because I want to spam the spell I've got. Or not the spell, the arc. Or the lightning blade, I should say. You never went back to this door, so you didn't know you did this? Is that like a preview of what the boss is or something? You had to fight two of them? So maybe this is different up here and it had those dead bodies deliberately to confuse you. But this is actually different. Because there's no bodies here, and oh, they blew up, but I think they left bodies. Yeah, I haven't been there either. It's another one of those kind of like... oh, you move fast. It's another one of those mirrored dungeons. I should probably go up there and check then. Come on. Oh. Hello, suspicious gargoyle. Like, they're slightly different, but close enough to deliberately confuse. That's a death drop, though, I think. Or maybe not, because it's a ladder going down. Take the plunge? I already have. It looks like a third version of the same damn room. But this one has a switch. Actually no, maybe this is back to the first one then. I didn't look up, so I don't know for sure the switch was there. Sounds like it though, because it's over there. I didn't kill many of the zombies in the first room. Okay. They do, but this is like the third that's had that same kind of gimmick. Not directly, because there are differences. Like there's one where it was literally the same, and then there was one where it's like different teleports, but it's mirrored. So, you know, again, because the game is so long, the shenanigans get repetitive. What the hell are you? You're not what I was expecting. I was expecting one of those large men. You got backstabbed by the mimic. Oh, okay. I mean, I was trying to press attack, but the dog said no. He is wearing a pyramid head, you're right. I should have used a claw attack to stun the dogs. Dogs are the most dangerous enemies in the game. It's been true for a while. But in those situations, we go in with a one-hit shield. We ignore the least threat, which is the dude, and kill the dogs. Although I need the mimic to distract the... Oh, they're programmed to back off if he's not on me. Yeah, get fucked. That's pretty good damage. Then my mimic here knew what to do better than I did. He used the beast thing, like I said. See, right there is what happens with every Faith or Dragon spell. You're 90% through the cast, but you got tickled once, so you don't get to do it. Yeah, you're very weak. Do you have an Estus? Like, do you do anything? No? Okay. That was the 2 boss dogs and their helper. Lord of Blood's Exhalation. Is that a talisman? Lord, I'm gonna guess like massive bleed defense or something. Blood loss in vicinity increases attack power. Okay, okay. Yeah, the dogs were building up bleed faster than normal anyway. I had pretty good bleed defense, so that was very abnormal. That was just for the boss. Those weird bleed spammers. Hate them all. Winky face. I don't have enough to level, but I think I can get there. 88. I don't know how many of these you get from these, but... Ah, damn it, that's not quite enough. I'm gonna go kill the thing up here again a little bit. I apologise, but I don't want to lose 80,000 souls when I can get a level. Which is the Ruined Church. The dogs are... Those dogs are bugged. They have an attack that hits like 20 times a second. That would explain the ultra build-up. Are you sure it's a bug, though? Because the guy didn't seem threatening, but they did. So maybe they are the boss. No, well, yeah, I am now. For a while I was using a lot of the armor set that I'm wearing on the chest or neck down. I then changed to some better legs, which look like duck feet. And now I'm using the armor that I found in this very room because it's very, very high poise. It's also very heavy though, it's this game's version of Onion Knight armor. Also kind of looks like a Rainbow Six Siege character with just the way the padding looks on the back to me. No one in particular, just in general. What was that? I needed 88. A couple more. A few more. Wait, does poise actually have no bearing on spellcasting? Oof, oof, oof. Is it your magic stats that do? I mean, that would explain... Oh, that's not the button. That would explain the problem with Faith. My other character, then. Because I am using heavy armor, so I'm like, why am I getting interrupted so much? I'm using really good armor compared to my Dex character. But it turns out it wasn't helping at all. Obviously there's definitely quicker ways to farm than this, but it's so consistent and easy. When you just need like 10k souls really quick. Well, because of the weapon I'm using, it wouldn't be as quick if you were killing them legit. This is one of those annoying capper demons that doesn't stop attacking. Oh, come on, one more. So then we're jumping back in the sewers because I need to make sure it's... Well, I don't want to fully explore it, but I need to at least see what the boss is down there. And then I might kill Goldmask for his Mankini if he disappears anyway, because I ain't doing his quest, because of the stats required. Three more levels of Arcane to go, that is. Wait, that's not the right one, is it? Yeah, I am. I just need to get it to 20, and then I've got another double katana build to go to. Although this is still going to be an option. So I need to work out how to open that door, and I've got that shortcut over there open. I guess that would take me quicker back to the bit where you can fall down to the shramps. I didn't see if there was an alternative route down there I missed, so I guess we start there. Better make sure I fall where I know it's safe, because apparently further up is not. So I went through the door at the end there, which was the dungeon, so there must be something else over here then. Unless you don't drop down that far. If there's nothing down here, I'll just die. I'll fall down again. It looks like there's nothing. Alright. There we go. Yeah, I've never bothered. They fall into the category of not worth bothering with. So that's not where you have to go. Did I check all the way down here? I think I did. No, so now I know I've missed something. What did I miss? Is it something in a room I've already been in? The dungeon had an elevator before it. Did it? Alright, so that's where I have to go then. You're right, I did not see it at all. I have no memory of seeing a dungeon elevator, or an elevator before the dungeon, I should say. Okay, well, let's go take a gander. I wonder if it's safe there because the water breaks your fall slightly. In real life it wouldn't at all, but... yeah, he's programmed to just do that. He really is, huh? Haha, there's scenery in the way, get fucked. Oh yeah, I just turned there, I totally ignored this. Oh, and it's going up. Don't see anything there. Spooky ghosts? I really should bring a couple of MP flasks if I'm using this weapon. Oh, so there's snails. Where are you, pretty snail? There you are. Nope, that's not you. You're here somewhere. I hear you, I think. It's weird, I hear him in like the wall here. Maybe he's underneath. Ah. Hello, pretty snail. Haladrake Talisman +1. Greatly boosts lightning negation. What, you missed hearing the casting in this vicinity? Are you a real switch or a pretend switch? I've been into the sewers and killed Dungier, if that's what we're asking. Oh, hello. So now the door should be open for the boss. Oh, that's not where the bonfire was. I don't quite know why that other one didn't aggro. I also noticed that the door did not open. So the switch that I pulled didn't do that, it did something else. Maybe it makes the elevator go down instead of up. One of the snails back. It is, I can hear it. I forgot I can block with this as well. Actually, has a pretty okay damage negation. I think I saw a second platform up there. Am I supposed to get off? Oh, hang on. How about underneath it? No, that's a death drop. Okay, I think I saw a second platform on the way up, so that might have something on it. I don't see anything on that one. No, I was imagining it. Okay. Let's have a look on that one. There might be a hidden wall. Despite me doing stuff off camera to specifically have less meandering, I feel like I've mostly been meandering, but if we reach a semi-point of no return, we kind of have to. Or at least a point of no return for certain sections. Alright, why door not open when I pull switch? What did it actually open if not that? I do want to know, yes. You just moved that statue out of the way so you could walk out? Then how am I supposed to open the door to presumably a boss? Where'd I go for that? I'm transfixed by that wood moving behind me. Oh, it stopped. It knows I'm watching. The path towards Dung Eater had a pipe. I'm going to be honest, I don't remember where I went to find him, but I guess I can wander around and hope for the best. Let's go back to the bonfire. Which is that one, I believe. Go left from the grace and go down into the pipes. Okay. There's probably a path I just didn't notice and then I forgot about it because I was fighting Dung Eater. Left, down at pipe. So very far left, presumably, then, because that's... Or it might mean down there. Or you might mean rather. Oh yeah, down here. And I ran that way to the plants last time, but I didn't look this way. And it just seemed to just be that item. Ah, in here? No. Oh yeah, I forgot about here. I remember seeing it, yep. Oh. The rats are so much stronger than these things. I choose to no longer believe these are snails. I think they are sentient poop. What do you think of my theory? It stinks! You're telling me. Ew. So I know there's a drop back there. Are you meant to be doing a thing? No, this is a maze of pipes, isn't it? That's this whole shtick. It's just it's pipe dreams, but filled with shit snails. Or slugs, I should say, shit slugs. It's a maze. Oh joy. It's poop snails all the way down. This place kind of stinks. This would be very, very annoying to run through, because presumably they all just kind of leap off. And of course they don't give a lot of souls. They are easy to kill though. Retroactively paid, thank you. Oh, it's one of them. It's at least two of them. Okay. Not when you need 90,000 for a level. So we've got the first hole, or we had a hole here, I think? No, we had a path. Oh, are they there to fall when you do the jump? Let's... Well, I corner jumped it, so that probably didn't happen, but... Rainbow stone arrows? Smooth. But I bet they jump, like if you jump straight, it's going to be like enemy at the gate. When Ron Perlman does the jump thinking he's safe. But he isn't safe. I think that was enemy at the gates. Is that the one with the snipers? Oh, that one tried to do something. Fire snails? Is that what I'm getting at? You don't know what these do? I think it's spat blood or something at me just now there. Pardon me. Delicious liver. I refuse to do a drop down until I have... Oh, you almost looked cool. You almost looked cool. Oh wait, they have a climbing animation. Hello, shortcut. I'm ignoring everything else in the room until this is open. He's climbing up the ladder, and there's two more. I'm going to die in here, but I want those items first. Actually, let's try this first. Oh! Wasn't expecting that. This is not where I thought it was going to come out. Yeah, I need an... Thanks. Just need to... Thanks, I left this here earlier, it's mine. I was mining it for a friend. Try and fit through the door, I dare you. Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, this place is a lot larger than I was expecting. It kind of looks like that area in Dragon's Dogma underneath the central city. Where you go in and they get put up against the boss you have no chance of beating and you have to run away. Oh, this is where the kingdom's poop goes. Well, unless it gets clogged in the pipes, of course. I mean, there must be a way to go here then. It didn't look like a survivable drop. I'm sure they had like scaffolding and stuff and that's since been removed, if you want an excuse. I'm trying to turn the camera. I think I can drop here and survive, but I'm not sure if that's where you're supposed to go. Like I could do the same there and it is the lower level, but I could bounce by accident. I also hear a loot bug and they usually kind of try and indicate where you're supposed to be going. Oh, there, okay. Here's the safe spot. I still could have done it the way I was saying, I think. You did it the way I was thinking? Did it work? Perfectly fine? Okay. Just like from previous Dark Souls games, I expect you to do that weird bounce where you kind of slip. You're guarding a plant. Wait, plant that can move? Oh, the boss of this area is going to be a bloody plant, because that's why they're not going to be out of place. It's going to be a stinky plant. Which I've only fought one of as a boss, so I guess that isn't too bad, although I have seen it as an enemy type in a few places. Okay, many plants. Don't be rude to Miranda. That looks very suspicious, especially because there's dirt here. Stab the dirt. Oh, it keeps going. Hang on then. Too many bloody ways. Oh, okay, so there's a big plant down there. It looks like it might be guarding a tunnel to the left. That's run pastable, but let's check over here first. Hello, Waro Mono. Waru Mono. I have no idea how to pronounce your name, or parse your name, I should say. Oh. It didn't even kill the bloody thing! Damn basilisks, they ruined Scotland. Shit, triggered that. Oh, I didn't realise I didn't need to hold it as long. Ah, so if you hold it for a full charge, it doesn't do any more damage. You're trying to bait out the roll. Which doesn't work on AI that's programmed to roll when you fire, but still. Yeah, getting killed by one of them and then having to permanently have half HP unless you find a specific item in Dark Souls 1 was not the best of design decisions. But Miyazaki has a thing for punishing ignorance and calling it game design. Like, you didn't know what I had in mind, therefore suffer. Oh, you could have dropped right here, couldn't you? Oh, that's nasty. They have such tiny, adorable mouths, and yet they're so horrible. Oh, that's why that one attacked without actually seeing me, because if you drop down in the hole, it would attack immediately and just spray the death gas right at you. I'm so sick of these enemies. 1, 2, 3 3 items to grab, plus a ladder. He already knows I'm here, even though I'm sneaking. I can't tell which way he's looking. I think he's looking left. So I could just climb the ladder, but I'm... Oh. But I want to yoink these. Golden centipede, that's not worth yoinking. Sneaky pumpkin strats for the win. I think in this game those big goofy eyes are their eyes, because I don't see their small eyes hiding beneath them. I haven't been over there. Oh, there's an intake thing for a pipe. I think so. If I run into more, I'll take a look. Oh, right, okay, so this is above where I was before. Wait, doesn't that mean this is the door I was on the other side of with the summon sign? It is! Okay. That means it doesn't really matter what I do now, so we don't need to be as careful. Ah, you were designed to come up here. That's really, really good law. I won't see you now. See you now. Oh my god, the lag! Oops, that would be turning my lantern off, but that's fine. Thankfully I know to walk slightly to the left or right every so often. This looks like a dropping off point to me. That's survivable. It must be. Oh, I didn't even see you there. You're too little. Fall! Fall! He didn't fall, he died. That's fine. Although, if anyone is going to fall, it could be me. Is there anything on that other side? I could have got onto that pipe there. He would have attacked me, would have taken me to... Hello there. You shot your load a bit early. See you now. This must be to open up another shortcut or something. Oh wait, no, this is on the other side of the big guy room. So we don't go there, we presumably go in that pipe, because that's... we know... Oh wait, this is a kickable ladder? Yeah. Because I was going to say, we already know that ladder goes nowhere, but it kind of does. What is the full charge heavy... Do you mean like how much damage does it do? I've been here. I feel like I've been... There's a rat there. Like it's just that. Not super interesting. Yeah, shield spears normally aren't my bag either. Lured me away from like 16 other ways. I mean, I like how it looks and I love the special attack, I just don't like the spear fighting style, it's not my bag. There's so many of these things for. Maybe just to make sure you have full Estus for our boss. Dung beetles. Oh, okay. When you say it like that, it makes perfect sense. But there was 3 of them in a tight space. Is what was weird. I'm gonna say this is the wrong way because it's back where I was. Is the music slightly glitching? Nope. If you're hearing slightly glitched audio, maybe, well, if you're also hearing me glitch a little bit, refresh the stream. That's on your end. If you're only hearing it in the music, I think that's just you. I don't remember which way I came from. I think the first bug I attacked lured me around here. Yeah. Another bug. Yeah, refresh wouldn't hurt. Slightly disconcerting. Did they just break in? No. Hello, little man with a knife. Well, and thank you, Blood Monk, for using your Twitch Prime for 11 months in total. Welcome back. The gargoyles are trying to hit me through the damn wall still. Or pipe. Don't know when a random guy with a knife, I guess, to jump you if you go down left first. Wait, so actually it gave you a reminder that you hadn't used your Twitch Prime? That's new, I thought. I mean, it doesn't all renew, but it's nice if they remind you, I suppose. I wonder if these are here to lure you the right way. Well, no, it's luring me away from a purple, though. Ew. Oh, right, the alert wasn't there, but you'd already used it. I don't get told until the alert pops up, but either way. Thank you regardless. I'm trying to remind myself to remind people that Twitch Primes don't all renew at every opportunity to hopefully draw in some more. Since I don't feel bad about reminding about that, since it's a free add-on to Amazon Prime anyway. Did I go back the wrong way? Now I'm confused because all the bugs have disappeared. Yes, I have. But I feel like I went every way down there as well. I think I went down there. Did I go this way as well? I think I did. Yeah, and then there was a split again. You know what I should have been doing? Dropping rainbow stones as I searched. Nope, the gargoyles keep trying to get me and then falling to their deaths. I didn't go the route that saw the rat because I assumed that's where I'd been. So if I find my way back there, that is a route I haven't gone. Do I remember where that was? No, I do not. I think it was back this way. And then he was running, because I dropped in, yeah, I dropped in there. So it is over this way. There he is. The rats will guide us home. I wish you were friendly, but you ain't. Okay, so we've got a drop there. I hear skittering. An enemy turned, aware of my presence. I think it might be a gargoyle on the pipe. It's not a gargoyle. It's a fat rat who makes all the rules. Except the rules about who gets poked! So there's a drop there into a mild amount of water. Hello, Rokealth. And then there's an item on this one, so this one wins by default, I guess, but it's probably also a lure of some kind. Yep. You tried to grab me, you little bitch. I don't rightly know why it didn't work, but I'll take it. Okay, that is a shortcut. A shortcut from where? God only knows. Maybe if I come over this way I'll remind myself. Where the basilisks were. Okay. You know, it's an issue in the player's favour, which is bloody rare, so I'll take it. Don't put that high on the priority list for fixing. Alexander? No. It is Angry Pot with pot friends. And pot related product. There's a lot of you in here. I really don't want to fight you, so I'm just gonna... I'm gonna steal your item and then leave. Pots are friend to Pumpkin. I have no qualms with them if they have no qualms with me. Unfortunately, they mostly have qualms with me. This place is a lot bigger than I was expecting. Whoever it was that said that. Oh, but we're into another side dungeon looking place. I was expecting it to just be a boss. Alright, what flavour of enemy goes in you? Another place I should have been a while ago, judging on the quality of ingredients we're finding. Oh, actually maybe it is a boss then, because that looks kind of like a boss arena to me. It's a fancy looking boss arena, but a boss arena. Let me just get to my mimic. Mohg the Omen. Oh, I have a thing for you. I don't have it ready though. Nope. Okay, that's pretty cool, ironically. Oh, I didn't. Well, no, that did do a lot of damage. It did almost 900. You just have a shit ton of HP. Chucking blood water at me, or whatever the hell it is. He's chucking a Witcher 3 expansion at me. Anyone sort of get that half joke? Oh wait, was that a Witcher 2 expansion? Did I ruin it? Don't boo me. Is that me that did that? Oh no, you can destroy the pillars, my strategy. I am not doing a lot of damage to this guy. Also does not appear to be getting stunned. He does bleed stuff, so I presume he's not bleedable, but if he is, the katanas might be better. Oh, he can be stunned. He can be beaten! The music for this fight sounds like when, like, the female lead and the villain are dancing together. Or maybe the hero. Oh, you threw that a really long way, huh? Finish him, Mimic! Finish him! Thank you. Good job, Mimic. Blood Flame, that's his spell he was spamming. Got an achievement for that too. Come on, Mimic. I want to know what the shackle does to him. Presumably it's what the one on Margit would have done if I'd used it on that as well. And chat told me it just like stuns him for a second, like the music box in Bloodborne. Ooh, that's really good. Oh, actually no it's not. Not really. 2 more stamina, and what, 9 more HP and a tiny bit of equip load. I guess it's fine, it's better. Although I could wear the other one. No I can't, never mind. I did that for a very, very slight... Oh no, shit ton of souls. A very slight upgrade and a lot of souls and an achievement. Two more levels. Is that the sewer done, or is there anything else of importance I should see before the point of no return? Regarding the capital, that is. There's one more. One more what? And where? Valnar says it's fine. Who do I believe? Pretty cool looking arena. It's a better twist on the usual arena that this is based on. Wait, didn't he destroy this pillar during the fight? Oh, I rested. Yeah. One more area, but it's annoying. Is it relevant? Like, I don't... Are you meaning just a bit of the sewer I missed? Roll into the wall behind the chest. Oh. How are you supposed to know to do that? Hang on, actually. Oh no, I did rest, yeah, I'm fine. Can I get back? Oh, you can, yeah. I guess if you're doing mimic checks, I'm kind of surprised I didn't accidentally do that, because didn't I mimic check the chest? Well, I guess you do kind of point down. Are you an enemy? Can't really tell what... It is a man. Are you a merchant, I think? Oh, there is enemies. It's a Merle's Codex number? Wait, what? I don't know what that means. A promotional screenshot shows you? What, that there's something hidden there? These are like merchants that have gone nuts. Oh, right, sorry, I get what you mean now. Merle's Codex number you only knew if you looked at the back of the box in Metal Gear Solid 1. So a promotional screenshot showed you there was a hidden thing behind that wall. Okay. I mean, that's not the only way to get Merle's Codec. Eventually they just tell you if you don't work it out. All these people are in a great deal of pain. They all have back scratchers. Holy shit, look at all the back scratchers. I thought it was arrows. They died doing what they loved, scratching each other's backs. Yeah, it's a long way down. Why did the camera turn? The camera turned on its own. And it threw me off. I mean, as in, it didn't literally throw me off, it threw my balance off. The camera just randomly jerked, and it isn't the usual drift on my controller, which does... Oh. The one time I want to demonstrate my controller drift, it's not doing it. That was just a very abrupt, the camera pulled itself like that, and it threw off my walking. That sums up this area. Okay, that sounds like I don't want to do this area. What would I be missing if I don't do this area? Like, I want to not have my camera do that, and I guess just go really slowly, because it did something. There it, yeah, it pulls back and it gets stuck for a second. That's what it was. I used that spell on my other character. One of the ending unlocks? I don't really care about endings, so I guess that doesn't really matter. Specifically for one of the NPCs. Sure, you can tell me which one. As long as I've met them at least once. I should have specified that faster. The grape lady. Oh, does that mean she's in here somewhere? Because she just disappeared. She did mention going mad, now that I think about it. She eventually ends up here, so you would go here to meet her. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to get that ending given that I killed Shibriri or whatever the grape is called. For possessing my friend, Liam Neeson, i.e. Pyramid Head Man. So I don't think we need to worry about that particular ending. Which one of you is alive? It's hard to tell. Oh, I think it wants you to drop, doesn't it? Yeah, nuts to that. As I say, killed Shibriri and Grape, so I can't do this anyway. That's what he gets for possessing my friend, who I spoke to exactly once, and saved me from an invader exactly once. Yeah, look at that, when the camera gets stuck on the banister or the roof, it suddenly jerks. And if you're moving, your movement jerks as well. You feel like that's the kind of thing they should have caught. I couldn't get to it, I tried. It doesn't matter, it's fine. If it's just a few basic items and an ending I can't get, I'm not bothered. But we have an awkward amount of stream left and I don't want to do the point of no return now, so is there anything else I could be doing NPC wise? Even if it's irrelevant to the, like, obviously, where is Grape Lady? Like, before she goes there, where is she? Because I want to see if she's pissed off that I killed Shibriri. Shipoopy. Because the last time I saw her, she was here. That's the last Bellum Church. I'm going to need more corrections. Where is Bellum Church? Here? No. Northwest of Lake area. Oh, northeast. Bellum Church by the northeast. Oh! Okay. I would not be surprised if she's aggressive, so prepare yourselves for that. I had Tic Tacs and too many of them fell out when I did that. Oh, there she is. You mad?
Oh, hello. Is that you over there? Have you ever heard of fingerprint grapes? They're special grapes which only grow on those who've been clasped by the burnt fingers. I would truly love to try one. The distant light seems far closer.
Wait, that's
than
what she said before.
But I can't sense a thing from the usual grapes anymore. Please, could you donate a fingerprint grape to me?
I don't know what that is.
Without one, I don't know.
Oh, that's what she said to my other character, but she said she didn't say it the first time I tried. Okay, I think I'm gonna yeet this lady from existence if there's nothing I can do with her anyway. Yeah, I never found anything like that. I don't know what she's talking about. Because I don't want to help the madness people because I killed their god anyway, so... Is there any... Well, I don't want to murder NPCs wildly until the very end of the game, I suppose. She's not turned aggressive or mad yet. You can do her quest without Shipoopy. I don't want to though. I don't want to do a madness ending. I'll just link the fires and get the bog standard ending, thank you. Alright, what other NPCs have I seen that's vanished? We know where Gold Guy is because he's at Goldmask. Oh yeah, I was going to kill Goldmask, wasn't I? Let's go do that. Now where would I get to him without too much hassle? Backtracking from the Queen's bedchamber, I think. Oh yeah, Alexander I haven't seen since the fight with Rodan. Did I ever find another... no I didn't, no. The area above the Albanax village or whatever. Like the area... here. I haven't found how to get on top of here. You know where Alexander is? Tell me where. While I go murder a man in a bikini. He's in lava lake surrounding Volcano Manor. Okay, I'll have a look. Just after I go kill a guy. Will this put me closer? Could have started there. Oh wait, maybe up here's closer? I thought there was a bonfire that was an easy run to them. Yeah, they're there, over there. I don't think this is a safe drop. Ah, it's probably safe, right? Whoops, well, I'm going to find out because I felt. Yeah, you're fine. I have not met him anywhere else after seeing him at Rodan. Or after the Rodan fight, I should say. South of the... Okay, well, I'm gonna need to... I'll probably need to be told that again after this. You're being very persistent. I'm gonna have to kill him, aren't I? I pressed roll twice there, well, you know how it is. But have you lost interest now because I hate you? If you want to leave, I'll let you leave. Tree stopped him. Ooh, that one did a lot. I think because he raised his attack, it cost him his defense, maybe? Alright, I saved him by knocking him through the trees. He's good. Oh. I see.
Oh, was that you? Yes, the master is still ceased. And after coming all this way, why now, of all times?
I didn't like the cut of his jib.
Who exactly was Radigan? The master is stumped. His finger has remained...
Okay, yeah, that's the same with what you're saying before.
Why must
I didn't get his bikini. Or do you need to come back after thingying him, hitting him? He bled. He is but a man that can bleed. You don't get anything for killing him? I mean, I didn't kill him, he teleported. Alright, hang on. South of Painter's Shack in Lermia of the Lakes. Painter's Shack. I don't remember where that is. I do remember finding it. Oh, Artist Shack. So, just south of that. Okay. Right, south, left side of road. What the hell is that? Isn't that one of those? Oh no, it's the like medium-sized knights from the capital. Over here? Oh, this is where we fought the Mariner that one time. Isn't this an Alexander-shaped hole over here? It looks like the first one I found. I never talked to him here though. Maybe he just went straight to Volcano Manor because I found Volcano Manor. Okay. So wait, you said down in the fire here? Where I fought the magma worm? So hang on, that must mean that one's the closest one then. Right there? Okay. Let's go have a gander. Right where the worm was? Okay, at least I know where that is then, because I had to do the run back a couple times to kill it. I kind of like the look of the spear more on the horse. I mean, it looks more dramatic. No, I'm not going to kill him. No, unless he turns evil. He was starting to sound a bit evil last time. Oh. Oh, I think that's him through there. He's still sounding a little evil. And a little horned up. There he is. I have to talk to you while also burning. I also can't talk to you while I'm burning on the horse. Oh, I can talk from here. Perfect.
Ah, good sir. What business might you have in such a place as this?
Yeah, I killed a dragon here earlier.
Yourself with flame, considering that fleshly form of yours. Your timing, though, is impeccable as ever. I've been making just the thing for you on my journey here.
Oh, just toss it to me, why don't you?
I'm sure it'll suit you to a T.
More exalted flesh? Oh my god, it's a head that's ajar. It ain't a pumpkin, but it's close.
I won't be able to temper my body such that it'll never crack again. Perhaps I'll head eastward.
East.
There's an old saying I've caught wind of.
That would be the capital, right?
Above the lofty clouds, the icy
Oh,
giant's
okay.
peak doth soar. Here lieth the flame of ruin, which ever burning roars.
Okay. It sounds like he wants to be the killing thing I found. I looked past it, didn't I? Where is it? Oh, there it is. In a uniquely jar-like gesture of friendship, it boosts the power of throwing pot items. What game was it where someone modded in the ability to put jars on everyone so they couldn't see what you're doing? Was that Skyrim? So they didn't know you were stealing stuff? Reminds me of that. It's Skyrim, it wasn't modded in, you could just do it. Oh yeah, with the holding Z. So it sounds like he's up where I was anyway, so let's just have a quick check. At the... yeah, here. Yeah, that wasn't a mod. I forgot you could just interact with stuff by holding Z in that. I was kind of expecting to see him down there. I guess not. Although maybe in this general vicinity though. How did I even get up here in the first place? It was a big chain, wasn't it? I did that right at the start of the stream and I've already forgotten at this point, it was so long ago. Because we've been all over the place and spent 2 hours in a sewer. Do I see him down there? Because that's where the fire giant was. Maybe down at that stuff? I would half expect to be randomly thrown to my death because of the weird physics here. I'm embracing it. It's fine. It can happen if it wants to. I'm ready for it. Any second now. And I dare not press B until now. Is there anything else killing me looking over here? Just scanning the horizon. Because the guy was using a big circle and he just kind of dropped it and it vanished, but like maybe that's related or something? Alexander, my friend, where are you? He's definitely somewhere in the snowy region because that's what he talked about. I'll see you later, Crispy. Probably going to be finishing a bit early tonight anyway. I don't want to start the fresh stuff now after this, in this setting anyway. I also want to rest my voice because my allergies have been playing havoc with me this stream. I really hope it's allergies that are giving me a slight cough when I talk. Because that's what I'm feeling like at the minute. I still have smell and taste, lest you be worried. Like, ask me if I like Dark Souls 2. No, it's terrible. See? I have taste. You can tell me one last thing about Alexander. Do I want to know? But you said you hadn't found him again since talking to him at Volcano Manor. So how is it that you know something? It's too late to ask. He had to go pick up his kid from school. I'm disappointed that you chose your family. We'll just have a quick nose around and maybe we'll come across him, maybe we won't. I never did go back to where I think that painting is. Let's see, was there anything suspiciously named? Church of Repulsed? Rammer Ruins? First Church of America? Like, how's he getting up the lift without the medallion? Well, the place I think the painting was pointing to was here, so let me just quickly check that. Just to see if I was right. Very possible I'm not. Pop powers. He could pretend to be supplies. No one would question it. Yeah, the camera angle for the painting. I feel like it was looking somewhere here, but maybe higher up where the merchant was. Which means I'll need to go around to where he's hanging around. Maybe it was down there. This has the type of stuff that was in the picture, so it must be somewhere around this general area. Is this down where that giant archer was? I think so. And some demi-humans. It wasn't super obvious how to get to the merchant, so that strengthens my opinion that it might be up there. Connor, what was the one other thing Crispy wanted to tell me about Alexander if it isn't related to where he is? Well, I presume not related to where he is, because again he said he hadn't found him yet. Hello, monk. I took a little look down there, but it's connected to an ending I have no interest in, so I backed out. I also had no interest in doing jumping puzzles, or falling puzzles. You don't really know? Well, that's a thing. That's okay. There's the merchant. Wait, could I have got there from here? Nah, no way. I don't fully remember how I got round him, honestly. I think I just went round in a big circle. That's okay. I mean, I can ask him later. Or tomorrow, rather. No, I don't want to know precisely. I'm just having a look. Oops. Didn't mean to attack you there. And then we'll probably end a little early there just because I want to go warm up because I'm cold. And next time we definitely will start because I think I've done everything I need to in the capital. So it's fine if it gets blown up or some other such. The merchant was down here. Yeah, that's right. Is there a bunch of hands down here? Guess not. Well, I have some souls to burn.
Well, divorce.
Take that, take that. Nah, actually I'll just take all of them. And I'll take a few of them in case I go decide to do that boss I don't like. Thank you. Something else just died for 1500 souls. Alright, yeah, I guess we'll just pick it up next time.